So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Broncos at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, they can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
What is up? Vegas!
To the air, Williams. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Vegas! What is up? Yes!
They'll go. Here's Williams. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Kalijah Cansey able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
It's a gain of 15 yards.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
No score after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. Down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Allen going to audible to a different look.
The Chargers first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Throwing now is Allen. This one swung out to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And the Chargers are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Allen now looks to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Allen, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Open net is Waddle complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Intended for Mason
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Williams. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Caleb Williams, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Allen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Williams. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Bass is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Charger drive about to get going. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Chargers first down.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Touchdown! Nico Collins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
That's good.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's taken down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Vegas, Vegas!
Looking to throw is Williams. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Williams. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Raise up. Yeah.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
4 yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the Chargers' 9-yard line.
Vegas!
Looking to throw. Williams throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now we've got a third and goal situation. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Snap will come from the 31 on second and 7. Up the middle, it's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
To the air, Allen. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They match protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
26-yard line.
Second and 7. This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A 10-yard pickup, but it's enough for a Charger first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kyron Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Yeah. Punch Vegas.
They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Sanders, the tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Vegas.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, not going to hold corners with any looks, because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today.
Why you all in my face, taking up all all of my space. You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
Super way up. Get your weight up. Put your plate up. You a foreign. We at war. And I got all the hallelujah. Talladega. Baby Jesus. In the flesh. Come and get it. And I'm with it. All my friends coming with all their friends. And we get active. Yeah. Don't we get active? Yeah. All of my tattoos black. My eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wipe you, get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, this is my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends. And we get active, yeah. Don't we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black. My eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me.
Football weather has arrived and things are getting interesting. I'm Scott Hansen. Here's your Week 10 edition of the Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the LA Chargers. And this is Josh Allen. A touchdown pass here from 7 yards out. The Chargers win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And it